Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time to look at indicators, July announcements. We have a couple of titles here and a US only release. So let's dive into that one first. Here we are. Untouched, limited edition US only release. Please note that Untouched will only be receiving a release in the US and Canada since the BBFC have requested cuts to the film for UK distribution. It is our belief that from the perspective of film heritage and preservation, it is best to present this and all of our titles the way they were originally intended to be screened. It's from 1954. It is a scientist, Federico, is tasked with taking a journey into the jungle in search of a rare medicinal root. When he becomes desperately lost, he is rescued by a farmer and soon begins a torrid affair with the farmer's beautiful daughter, Giscara. This is a 4K restoration from the original negative. We have the original Spanish mono audio, alternative English mono soundtrack, audio commentary with film historian David Walt, interview with Vivana Garcia Besney, the great niece of the producers, interview with Rafael Avina, the writer, TV host and passionate film historian delves into the world of the director, interview with Roberto Fiesco, filmmaker, writer and devout collector of Mexican film memorabilia, examines the life of one of the most beloved Mexican actors, Ricardo Montalban. Original theatrical trailer, image gallery, new and improved English translation, new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and a limited edition booklet. It's a world premiere with 3,000 copies only in the US. A little bit disappointing that we can't get it here, but I kind of understand the rationale behind it. I guess if you want to, you're going to have to import it in. So on to the other two releases that are out this month. We have Single White Female, which I haven't seen in a number of years. When Ali breaks off her engagement, she is delighted to find a supportive new roommate in Hedy. But when Hedy's behaviour becomes increasingly obsessive and a series of violent events begin to occur, Ali fears that Hedy is not all she claims to be. Got a high-def remaster, original English stereo audio, commentary with the director, editor and associate producer, New York interview with Babette Schroeder. The director discusses the production release of Single White Female. Upstairs with Graham Knox, actor Peter Friedman recalls his casting and relates some anecdotes from the set. The fiancé Sam Rawson, in-depth interview with actor Stephen Webber. Single White Female seeks writer. Screenwriter Don Ross looks back on his adaptation of Lut's novel. She'll Follow You Anywhere. The critic, broadcaster and author of Unlikable Female Characters, Anna Bogucka, dissects and contextualizes the film within the context of erotic thriller. Original theatrical trailer, image gallery, new and improved English subtitles, and a limited edition book with new essay. It's a UK premiere on Blu-ray and it's limited to 3,000 copies. Now, Single White Female, I remember fondly. It was one of those movies that was just everywhere when it came out. I watched it a few times and then promptly just forgot about it for decades. It's probably one that I would like to revisit at some point. Next up, we have Bruiser, limited edition on Blu-ray for $19.99 or the 4K for $24.99. So this is from George A. Romero from 2000. Horror legend George A. Romero directs Jason Fleming, Peter Stormare and Leslie Hope in the devastating and deranged Bruiser. Unhappy with both his home life and his career, Henry is plagued by violent fantasies. When he wakes up to find his face replaced by a featureless mask, he sets about exacting violent punishment on those who have wronged him. I've never heard of this one at all. So you get the 4K HDR restoration, you get a 4K UHD presentation with HDR10 compatible, 5.1 surround sound, audio commentary with Romero and producer Grunwald, archival interview with Romero, previously unheard audio recording with the legendary filmmaker. We have an interview with Jason Fleming. The actor discusses his lead role and working with Romero. Interview with Dr. Chud. The former Misfits drummer talks about the band's appearance in the film and the contribution to the soundtrack. The Worm That Turned. Kim Newman, author of Nightmare Movies, contextualises Bruiser within the context of Romero's career. We have the original theatrical trailer, image gallery, new and improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and a limited edition 80-page book. This is a world premiere on 4K. Limited edition of 7,000 individually numbered units, 5,000 4Ks and 2,000 Blu-rays for the UK. I've just never heard of this one at all, which is unusual. It's got a low number as well, 211, which is kind of weird that this is low down. Is that considering where we are with indicator numbers? And it's something that I want to know more about, because I haven't heard of it. It makes me a little bit wary, especially from a director as big as Romero. So you can go into the bundle and you can get 10% off, but you need to order both Bruiser and Single White Females, and you can get 10% off from those two titles, which is a good deal, and it's still linked with last month's titles and some other ones that are coming out, some new standard releases. But for the most part, I'm a little bit torn. Single White Female, something I would love to revisit at some point. I'm in no rush to do that. Bruiser, I need you lovely people to help me and tell me more about that film, because I am curious somewhat, being a Romero film. Untouched, again, kind of understand what they're doing there. I wish I could sit down and watch it, but obviously it's not going to happen anytime soon. What do you think of these announcements? Is there anything there that you're just like, I need to get that, that sounds amazing, or anything you're a little bit wary of? Well, let's have a conversation about it in the comment box below. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.